Right now, we're joined by Emo Furfori, and he's the Community Relations Director for the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Emo, thanks so much for coming back. Last time you didn't join us on air. We're glad to get you this time.
You're stuck with me this time.
Hey, listen, if we got to be stuck with you, we're doing the right thing, buddy. So we appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Little chilly today.
It is a little chilly, man, but you're dressed very nice for it.
I didn't come down.
You must have known that we were going to be on TV, and obviously I never think about it, and so I dress like a slob.
No. We got a full day. I should say, before we go any farther, happy birthday, Marines out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll be at the Marine Corps ball tonight.
Awesome. I was just noticing your flag on your vest. So,
honored to be a part of that. So
that's
we're looking forward to it.
So you've been a busy man. Y'all have got it going on with what was it, last week or week before, with the unveiling of the logo? The 27th,
the logo unveiling at Dublin.
Yep, that went really well. And then countries from all over the world are involved wanting the logo, participate in the Rocket City Trash Pandas organization, and you're still having to try to build a stadium and just, man, I don't know. Tell us what all you've got going on and how y'all are pulling it off.
Well, it's a little bit of magic, I think, on our end, but it's been a lot of fun. The Dublin event, every time we've had an event, from the groundbreaking back in June to the team name unveiling in September, and now the Dublin logo unveil, we've just blown the doors off it. The logo, the groundbreaking, we had 2,000 people. We were figuring anything over 800 is a good day. They had to. The fire marshal had to close the doors at Rocket Republic when we announced the team name.
That's a great problem to have.
And when we did the big party at Dublin on the 27th, we had anywhere the estimates were between 6,000 and 7,000 people.
Wow.
On a chilly night,
it was.
Just to come out to see some logos unveiled and a fireworks show, and it's great. It was, like Ralph said, Ralph Nelson, our CEO, said, it's a community thing, and when he had an opportunity to give a little back and throw a big party for everybody, we'd love to do it. So a lot of fun. But we since then, and the online store is open, and our Trash Pandas Emporium will be open starting Monday.
Okay, I was just fixing to say, I'd heard on the radio this morning that y'all were opening. Now, y'all going to have a grand opening or just open?
We're going to have a grand opening next Saturday, the 17th, so we're going to try to use this week just to get up to speed a little bit. If it's like everything else we've touched, it gets a little crazy. When we did the store, online store unveiling, it was over the top. Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
We've received orders from all 50 states.
Wow.
We got Delaware and Wyoming in last week, and that's all 50. So that's Alaska and Hawaii as well. 30-some countries from around the world have had interest. And as soon as we can figure out that it's a little more convoluted to ship internationally through the MILB site, we're working on that. We've got some solutions. We'll be shipping to Japan and to Germany and to England and to Italy and to France, and who am I missing? There's another one out there.
That's amazing. and good for y'all. You couldn't ask for a better start to this organization.
It is. And the funny thing is, so here we are, our little Twitter's blown up. We're about 5,000, and we don't even have a team yet.
No, I was going to say that's just going to quadruple or whatever as it gets closer to having a team, and then when that happens, it's really going to blow up.
It's been a lot of fun.
And I tell you what, I've lived here practically my whole life, and Tim can probably attest this the same. I don't remember, because I don't have a good memory, I'm getting old, about when Huntsville's baseball team,
the Stars.
The Stars played or opened up or came into town.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of a big deal because, they were associated with the Oakland A's at the time and all that.
Right.
But, man, I do not remember near the excitement of really that or anything. Tim, can you recall?
No.
I just can't. So good. Hats off to y'all. Good,
Well,
that's amazing.
Ralph's pretty exceptional. He did his homework, and one of the statistics he likes to, he's got a million stories. We got to get him in here one day to
we'd love
have
to
fun with you guys. Ralph said it's a pretty rare group. 30 big league clubs, 30 minor league clubs at all the different levels. So it's rare for a community to have a minor league club. It's exceptional if a community had a club, lost it, and got it back.
Yeah.
And what happens is they embrace it. And that is what we've experienced. It's been crazy. And it's, of course, we hoped our friends in Madison and Huntsville would embrace us, but we're getting the love from Athens and the Shoals and Florence. And I was down in Hartselle last week, and we're making a trip out to Cullman, and we got invitations from Gunnersville now. So
that's great.
It's big.
It is.
It's a lot of fun.
We had Clay Coleman on from Huntsville Havoc earlier this morning, and the excitement around the Havoc team, especially coming off winning the President's Cup last year, huge. But y'all are already getting that same kind of reaction and excitement.
Yeah.
And how long are we away? 2 years?
Well, here's the fun thing. I guess we can have breaking news.
Oh.
All right.
Opening day will be April 15th, 2020.
That is awesome.
Relief from your tax woes.
Yeah.
And knowing us, we're going to find a way to have fun with that date.
I'm sure you will. I mean, so April 15th.
April 5th, 2020.
So, it's not just relief from the tax woes. It could be, hey, I'm going to go spend all my
refund
and buy Rocket City Trash Panda merchandise while I'm at the game.
That's absolutely
right.
It's fun because we've got, obviously we'll be playing 2019 down in Mobile, but even that, Ralph's exceptional in that. We look at it in, it's unfortunate the way the Stars left town.
Yeah,
it left a bad taste in some people's mouth. So Ralph said, why don't we make a party out of the last year in Mobile? That's a long, good, proud history of baseball.
Yes, it is.
Heck, the ballpark is named Hank Aaron Stadium.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. We're going to turn the last year down in Mobile into a party and do celebrations and commemorative uniforms and T-shirts.
That's great.
All that stuff. Make a big. We've been talked about. I was talking to somebody in Madison City Council, and we think it's great. Why don't we do some bus loads and just bring the party
It's
down
kind of a
there?
preview party,
Absolutely.
right, of what you're fixing
Absolutely.
to get. That's a great idea.
Yeah. And so
it is.
Here's another great little bit of thing. And sometimes you just get lucky and it happens. Obviously, when the Stars left and went down to Biloxi, all those naming rights went down to Biloxi. Ralph got a phone call 2 weeks ago from Biloxi, and they said, do you want all the Stars naming rights?
Really?
He said, sure. So now we're going to get to do throwback nights
how cool
up here.
is that?
And so we'll be
That'll
doing
be a big deal, I think.
uniforms and hats and all the rest
Yeah,
of it. Because
how cool is that?
We're excited because that kind of heals it a little bit.
It does. It does.
We've told people that, and we had people crying because they really didn't like the way it ended, and now it doesn't have to. So we'll get to continue some proud baseball history up here.
Well, so I'm sorry. I was just going to say real quick. So bringing up Mobile, and what y'all are doing for those fans in that community, the way you're leaving is absolutely the correct way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So for all of our excitement, how sad is it for them and the acceptance part of it?
Yeah, and it is. We've heard from the fans, and so it's a little bit of a ride. But heck, if we're going down to see them, hopefully they want to come up and see us. It's still one of the clubs that we're going to have in this state. We're just moving it a little bit.
Yeah.
But we don't want to lose them. Fan base is fan base, and we should check and see if we've gotten any merchandise orders from down there yet. I don't know if we have yet, but we'll have to look at that.
I'm sure y'all will if not.
Yes.
Maybe I missed it, or maybe I'm just getting old and forgot it. You talked about the name of the stadium down there. What's the name of this one, or is that something in the works?
We're still in the process.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We've the naming rights of the ballpark is a big deal. So we're looking at all that. Ralph's working very hard on all that, but all that takes a little time. And honestly, we've had so many events. We're just trying to take them out one by one.
Yeah.
So when we get the store opening, and then we do season tickets on the 17th, Ralph will seriously be getting into all that, and it's great. We have a lot of interest, whether it's team naming rights or sponsorship at various levels, and he's working awful hard trying to put all that together. But it's nice to be the prettiest girl on the dance floor.
Absolutely. And I'm sure between Tim, the four of us, we could probably raise about $74.20. So I don't know if that gets us a sticker in the bathroom above a urinal, or what that would get us.
You know what? You said that. This is really funny. Ralph, he went up to Fort Wayne, and the Fort Wayne Tin Caps have a beautiful ballpark called Parkview Field. they have naming rights in the bathrooms. So don't jump. There
Okay.
might be an option in there.
Hey, we got,
Wow.
let's do a urinal though. I don't want to do a regular toilet. We'll do a urinal. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, right there in front.
Wow.
Oh, but you know what? Hey, whatever works and however you can raise money, nothing wrong with that.
It's fascinating. Our friends at Populous, who designed us a beautiful ballpark, are working on how do you brand all that. They just took over the branding of all of Wrigley Field. Now think about that.
Wow.
It's going to be. We saw a little sneak peek of what they got planned for Wrigley, and it's beautiful. And we're going to do the same thing. So we want a uniformity of the way it looks. We're joking around with Ralph. We're technically a minor league club, but all he knows is the bigs. And so he said, you know what? That's how we're going to run it. Just top notch from
great.
every step of the way,
Yeah.
and that's what we're going to do. And so, even things like how does the signage look and the naming rights look?
Yeah.
It'll be branded and look great throughout the whole ballpark.
That the picture I saw at the name reveal party. I mean, what it's going to look like. I mean, it is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. I've
Yeah.
seen it online, and it is. And it's one thing to see that, but once we get the opportunity to actually walk in there and be there,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Yeah.
mind blowing.
And we owe you guys some Trash Panda merchandise, but unfortunately that store's all. So I wanted to have something for you, but next
Thank
time
you.
we'll have it. We'll
Okay.
have you guys.
Who did the logo? Who designed that?
Brandios out of San Diego, and the great thing is they're proud alums from Alabama. So
wow.
their local
Okay.
boys made good.
Wow.
They've been just exceptional. They came up to canvass the area, get a feel for it. They had focus groups up here. So even from the very beginning, actually the Populous guys did that as well. But when we really got into the naming stuff, we engaged Brandios, and boy, everything they told us was spot on. I think maybe even they were a little surprised by the reaction, but Ralph was saying, over in my dead body, are we going to call this team the Trash Pandas?
I was wondering how some of the higher ups felt about that. Man.
But you know what? It ended up being an unbelievable
It did.
thing.
And he said, I'm glad I'm smart enough to listen to other people, because the Brandios guy said, just let it calm down a little bit, and then it grows on you. And that's the same reaction we've gotten in the community. I was talking to Coach Sam earlier, and he said, how did you come up on Trash Pandas? And as you guys remember, we had a name the team contest, and
it was done by the community.
It was done, and we call him our Trash Pandas naming rights godfather. Matt Higley came up with the name Trash Pandas.
So is there going to be a name for the mascot?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Okay.
The party never ends.
No,
right?
we got
So looking at the logo,
Yes.
what is going to be the primary colors, or if y'all even decided that yet, of the uniforms?
We're going to
Not
do.
even going there yet.
That's just take a look at all the logos, and you'll get a feel for the
Okay,
uniforms.
that's
They
what I
are exciting.
figured.
We're on to the next one. So in the spring, we're going to do a uniform fashion show.
Hey, build it up, buddy.
And I will tell you guys,
Like they did in the baseball movie. There's no crying in baseball.
Some of the girl, League of Their Own.
League of Their Own. Yeah, whenever they were having all the girls
That's
march
right.
out.
I do remember that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I forgot that.
But
Yeah.
I will tell you, they're going to look awesome.
I'm sure.
It was because everything we do is big. Ralph said, I want your input on this. And so he sent me a file, and I probably got it in the evening one night a few months ago. It was 77 pages. 77 pages of options on what the uniforms could be.
That sounds like Oregon's football team or something. Right?
Is the braiding down the middle here? Do you want the piping on the sleeves? Do you want and
Well, that can get just mind-boggling.
But I told him, I said, I need to think about this for a little bit. But the ultimate decision that were made are going to be great. There's a few nice surprises in there along the way.
Yeah.
I think our military community will be very excited about one of the options. But it's it's just been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean the Havoc. I mean they'll have special jerseys, for special nights.
So. And we're going to talk about maybe another option off air sometime.
Okay.
Just for the autism community.
Yes.
There you go.
Other teams do that sometimes.
You bet.
And hopefully we can do something with that. But that's a talk for another day. But
you bet.
But that's what's cool too. You talked about the military and other things. And I don't know if y'all look this far out, but obviously y'all will probably have special games dedicated to whether it's a cause or whatever.
We're going to have faith nights out at the ballpark. We're going to have military nights. How can you not in this community? It's just it's almost a no-brainer. Especially this week, I've kind of pulled both ways between my obligations as part of a Veterans Coalition I'm a part of, and then everything we've got going on with the team. But Ralph's been great because he's quickly recognizing, this. It's just we don't honor just Veterans Day in this town.
Oh yeah, it's year round.
It is, and especially it's a week. It's Heroes Week.
Oh yeah, for
here.
the whole It's not just a day. It is. You're right. It's a week with a parade and everything leading up to it. Yeah,
got to keep that rain away on Monday.
Yeah, I hope so.
But it's really exceptional, and we are recognizing all the ways that we can fit in, whether it's working with the Alzheimer's community, different groups. Like I said, our address is on Madison Boulevard in Madison. Yep. Now we got a nice new Trash Panda sign out there. We've had Ballcore up there for a while. And it's really an open door policy. Anyone can come in. We've had people come in and talk baseball and wanting to buy merchandise last week, and we could help them out for a little bit before we moved to the store. And a few weeks ago, I had a preacher come in, and we just started talking. He said, "Are you going to have faith nights out at the ballpark?" And we said, "You bet we are."
Yeah, that's a great idea. I don't know that I've seen.
The Havoc has a.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
night.
they do have a faith night.
Yeah.
Yep, I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And speaking of our friend of the Havoc, and congrats to those guys. It sounded like it was a heck of a party last night. I couldn't be there.
Yeah, I couldn't be there either. But I saw some of the highlights.
I want to check all that out. But we're going to be doing some fun stuff with our friends over at the Havoc. As we get going, it's natural.
Absolutely.
They're having as much fun doing as what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So we're going to find way to do some little cross promotional stuff with the Havoc guys.
Very cool. Yeah.
We're looking for it. I don't know if you want to see our guys out on the ice, but we'll sport their jerseys out there or something.
Well, they probably can't hit a 92-mile fastball either.
And their sticks look funny too.
Yeah, that's a little fun. That's a great idea because the seasons kind of clash and you're fighting for the same dollar at some point during the brief part of the season. So why not collaborate and promote both teams? Yeah, great
Ralph's
idea.
got so many more ideas going on. It's just fun every time we get together. There's a lot of laughing going on in that office, a lot of hard work, but I know the way we're running it. It's just we're just having fun every step of the way.
That's awesome.
Now, are you a veteran?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask the same thing.
Yeah, because you were going to all this stuff.
I'm part of a Veterans Coalition, and my previous employment, I worked at a great company with a bunch of Marines. And those guys, boy, I don't think you end up working with a bunch of Marines and not just start to absorb it into your system.
Yeah.
So, great bunch of guys, and I miss them. But we'll all stay in touch, and we're going to be looking forward to having them out at the ballpark, too.
Well, that's awesome. Well, listen, man, Emo, thank you so much for being here and for all you're doing. And
thank you.
And we're just excited for you, the whole organization. And
thank you.
And can't wait to get baseball up here to North Alabama. And, if you don't mind, man, we'd love to have you as time goes on to keep up with y'all every step of the way.
We appreciate it. Thank you for the offer.
Right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, all right. Wonderful interview with Emo, and we're going to take us a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKAC.